with their partners outside vendors and partners, whoever are there, relationship with the banks and other financial community. So these are all their overall tasks. And along with that, the most important one is the performance one. They have to see the performance of the business, performance of the brand, performance of the business. How is the sales happening? How is the brand equity, market share growing? Are we ethically doing business? Is it impacting the environment? Are we legally doing business? How are we impacting the society? Okay, all these are their tasks. All these are the tasks which a marketing person, a marketer has to do. Okay. Now, in this relationship marketing, if I talk about four different entities where the marketer has to maintain relationship, the first one, of course, is customers. Okay, because without customers, the business can't, you know, survive. So, relationship with customers not only is to acquire a customer, to get convert a customer, but to maintain a long-term relationship with the customer. Correct? Maintain a long-term relationship with the customer so that you get a loyal customer. Whenever, if you have more products, you can sell it to them. The customer, we call the customer lifetime value. If you have a long-term relationship, the possibility of customers lifetime value increases. And if the possibility of customers, what is customers lifetime value? Customer lifetime value is basically if the customer is associated with you with a product throughout his 10-year of usage of that product or service, how much money are you getting from the customer? What is the revenue that the customer is generating for you? Suppose think about you are using an Airtel or a Vodafone, or a Reliance SIM card, okay, for your phone. Now, the first day that you have taken the SIM card, you have possibly paid 250 rupees, 300 rupees and taken a SIM card. However, for the company, you will keep on generating revenue till you discard that connection. Possibly for the rest of 10 years, 20 years, you will continue with that connection. And you will continue to pay to this company. So that is the till you keep using that product, what is the kind of revenue that the company is going to generate? Okay, and you have to deduct, of course, the cost of generating the revenue. If the company has to maintain your revenue continuously for next 20 years, there's some cost also that the company has to bear. Okay, so company keeps upgrading their products, company keeps giving you some benefits and so on and so forth. Okay, company keeps upgrading the technology. They keep doing it, right? So the company, the total customer lifetime value, the total revenue generated minus the cost of generating this. Okay, so this is one very important thing that every business has to look at, that I don't only acquire a customer, I also maintain a long-term relationship to make that customer a loyal customer and to have that customer for a long, long time so that the customer lifetime value, CLV, increases. Okay. Second very important relationship has to be maintained with employees, communicating with employees, about anything and everything that is happening with the business, anything and everything that is happening with the, that is not only happening with the business, happening with every brand that is there in the business, every product that is happening is there in the business. This relationship is important for a marketer starting from, people who are working in the factory, to the procurement people, to the supply chain people, to the logistics people, to the finance, to the R&D, to everybody. Because it's a symbiotic relationship, as we say. One has to depend on the other. It's not that marketing will only depend on, supply chain. Supply chain also has to depend on marketing. It's not only that marketing depends on procurement department कि भैया मेरा product बन रहा है, मैं मैगी बना रहा हूँ, I'm making Maggi and I need atta and I need my maida and I need the spices, I need the packaging material. So I have to maintain relationship with the procurement department. The procurement department also has to maintain relationship with your the marketing department, because many a times there are vendors who doesn't supply according to your need. When there is a crisis of those materials, packaging material and raw material, you will not be able to produce the product. If you cannot produce the product, you will not be able to sell in the market. If you can't sell in the market, you will not be able to generate revenue. सौरभ आपका ये म्यूट कर लीजिए, आपका मोबाइल म्यूट कर लीजिए, तो साउंड आ रहा है पीछे से। Okay. So, so that's the reason they have to maintain relationship with everybody, the supply chain, the logistics. Even tomorrow, if the inventory is, suppose inventory in the warehouse is overstocked. Your inventory in the warehouse is more than what is required. The product is not selling well. Or even if the product is selling well, the production has happened so much that the inventory in the warehouse is much more than what you require. And if there is a best before use or an expiry date for the product, the warehouse team is very worried. The supply chain team is very worried that the product will get expired or the product will get damaged. That is the time the supply chain team actually requires the sales team to you know push the product in the market and sell something more. They talk to the marketing team to give some schemes, some offers, so that you can liquidate the inventory in the warehouse. Okay. These are all very much interdependable relationships with the employee, and that relationship has to be maintained by marketing with other departments and other departments. Then the marketing partners. Who are my marketing partners? My distributors, my vendors, whoever uh, give me resources, my agencies, my advertising agency, my branding agency, and so on and so forth. All the external vendors are my marketing partners. Okay, without them, we will not survive. Can I survive without an advertising agency for an yeah, can I survive without a digital marketing agency? No, because they help me to advertise my product. Can I survive without a vendor who does my branding, who makes my posters, my danglers, and so on and so forth, who makes my brochures? I won't survive without them. So I have to maintain a relationship with them. Okay. And last but not least, the financial community. Financial community is basically the banks, the treasury, the sometimes it's also those organizations who are my investment partners, who invest my money to for a long term, returns. Guys, sometimes I have to park my or invest my profits, right? Because I want to earn out of those profits also. I don't want to put that profit in the bank and see, right? I want to invest them so that I get better returns. So there are organizations who take care of that. Okay. And then I have to also look at, work with the treasury department, because treasury department takes care of my money and keeps it ready whenever I need it. So my production needs money, my supply chain needs money. So wo paisa aayega kahan se? This money which I earn as profit, this money which I earn which I get as revenue is parked in the treasury department. The treasury department uses it and then gives it according to my requirement. So all this financial community this relationship has to be maintained with them. Okay. Integrated marketing. Devise marketing activities and programs that create, communicate, and deliver value so that the whole is better than sum of its parts. So what do we do in marketing? Three primary tasks, right? We create products and services, we communicate them to the consumers, and we deliver them to the consumers. These are the three primary tasks of marketing, right? And so it is said that as you and marketing, have to devise activities and programs through which you can create products and services, you can communicate products and services, and deliver products. And remember that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You can't do something in isolation. I can't only do communication. I can't only do delivery. I can't only do create. एक चीज individually नहीं कर सकता. When I am creating, I have to think about how I will communicate, how I will deliver. When I'm communicating, I have to think about what did I create and how do I communicate that and how will I deliver that. So it's a holistic program. Everything has to be done together. You can't do it in parts. It's a sum of the parts. So the marketing is the sum of all these integrated marketing, is sum of the creation of product services, communication of products and services, and delivering the product services. It's nothing individual. You can't have a silo that I will only deliver, I will only communicate, I will only create. If you create, you have to communicate and deliver. If you have created, if you have communicated, then you should have a product or service. If you have to deliver, you have to have, you can only deliver once it's communicated to the consumers and consumers know about your product. Then only they will want the product and you have to reach the product to them, correct? So integrated marketing is everything holistically for the marketing department. Your device, the marketing, all the marketing activities and programs that can create, communicate, deliver. Okay. Internal marketing, the task of hiring, training, motivating able employees who want to serve customers well. Very, very important. If you have happy employees, you will have happy customers, as they say. Okay. Organizations who do not have happy employees cannot serve their customers well. Think about a dealership of a car or a two-wheeler, wherever you go. The people who come and attend you as a customer, if they are not happy, will they do their job properly? Will they entertain you properly? Will they communicate with you properly? Will they behave with you properly? No. So if you can keep your customers happy, employees happy, customers will be happy. And that is what internal marketing intends to do. You know, not only hire the people, right people, but train them and keep them motivated. That is internal marketing. Okay. So, there was a quotation, there was a quote, there's a very famous quote the by the owner of Virgin Airlines, one of the biggest private airlines in US. And he said that, what was his name? Virgin Airlines. He said that if you take care of your employees, the employees will take care of your customers. So you don't have to take care of your customers.
Richard Branson, sir?
Richard Branson, correct. Thank you. So Richard Branson, he said, it's a very famous quote actually. He said that you take care of your employees and they will take care of your customers. Okay. So don't worry about your customers. You just take care of your employees and they will take care of your customers. Okay. So that's internal marketing. Okay. Performance marketing. Performance marketing is the outcome, basically, performance of your marketing. Performance of your marketing efforts, impact of your marketing efforts on three things. It's called the triple bottom line approach theory. Performance on financial accountability, the profits, okay? Not only profits, financial as well as certain non-financial KPIs like market share, brand equity, and so on and so forth. Okay, number one. That's the performance outcome of a good marketing. Second is your outcome of your impact on environment. Marketing से product बना के बेच दिया ऐसा नहीं है. What is the impact on the environment? That's also looked at. Okay, and that's very important. So triple bottom line is something which is very, very, very important. Every marketer now actually is answerable for all the three. For his profits, financial profits, market share, brand equity, and so on and so forth. Revenue. That's the financial accountability. And then he's also answerable for how are you impacting the environment? How are you impacting the society? Okay. And all these three work together. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं सिर्फ financial account profitability देख रहा हूँ और मैं भूल जा रहा हूँ मेरा impact. What is my impact on environment? I'm using more and more plastics to make my packaging. I'm actually hurting the environment. Correct. Then suppose I'm doing marketing of such products which are harmful for the society. I'm unethically selling products. These are harmful for the society. I'm not supposed to do that. If there is a law that alcohol cannot be advertised, cigarettes cannot be advertised, by any chance we cannot do, by any ways we cannot do that. Even surrogate advertising, we should not do that if we are a good marketer. Yeah, I'm showing a perfume in the name of alcohol. Correct. I'm showing a t-shirt in the name of a cigarette company. I even should not do that. Government cannot stop me if I show a perfume in the name of an alcohol. But that's called surrogate advertising, unethical way of advertising. Correct. And that is actually a very bad practice. And these are all performance marketing outcomes. That are you harming the society by any chance, or are you actually supporting the society? Okay. So there are many ways to support the society. There are many, many ways to support the society. So there are organizations who actually sell their product, earn from them, and give a part of that earning for different kinds of development, possibly women education, child education, okay, and so on and so forth. That's where they impact the society in a positive manner. Correct. So these are all performance marketing impacts, and we need to remember this thing: the triple bottom line, which is the financial accountability, environmental impact, and social impact. Okay. Marketing mix. This is one of the key things of marketing. This is the primary basic thing of marketing. There are 4 P's of marketing, as they call it, the basics. The first P is product, second P is price, third P is promotion, fourth P is place. Correct. Now, product, the variety of product, quality of product, design of the product, features of the product, brand name, packaging, size, services, warranties, returns. These are all involved with the product. Okay. And when a marketer makes a product, starts thinking about making a product, he has to think about everything. What are the different varieties of those products? What are the different qualities of the product? Design, feature, branding, packaging, size. So this whole thing comes in a product. So that when we talk about product management, you must have heard about this word called product management. A product manager's task is to take care of all this. His responsibility is to take care of all this. Okay. Then comes the price. Once you have made the product, there should be a price. There are list price, discounted price, allowances, payment periods, and credit terms. All to do with the pricing. Okay. Then there are promotions. How do you promote? How do you communicate your product? If you are thinking about the features, advantages, benefits, the values of the product, how do you communicate that to the customers? If you cannot communicate that to the customers, will the customers buy? No. The selling has to be done somehow. And that selling means you are communicating something. If the customers do not know about your product, they will never come and buy. So that promotion is one key aspect of marketing. And most of the time, अगर आप किसी को भी जाके पूछो मैं marketing में काम करोगे या what do you understand about marketing? Most of the people will tell you marketing means advertising. Yeah, marketing means advertising and selling. And many people actually, particularly I have even spoken to Neeraj, that why many people don't come in UP, particularly UP Bihar, to marketing, to study marketing, which is one of the most highest paid job in today's world. Why UP and Bihar people do not come and learn marketing? अब यहीं पर देखो क्लास में 3 लोग बैठे हैं, एक IIM का प्रोफेसर पढ़ा रहा है, क्लास में 3 लोग बैठे। वहीं पर आप HR में जाओ, ऑपरेशंस में जाओ, वहां पर नीरज की टीम में 17-18 लोग बैठे हैं। और ये आज की बात नहीं है, this happening since last 3 years. So I keep asking Neeraj, what is the problem? He keeps saying that people in UP Bihar marketing means selling, and people don't want to sell. That's why they ignore. But this is a profession, I'll tell you, which is the highest paid profession. Most of the CEOs in different good organizations come from marketing. Okay. And of course, marketing generally, if you ask anybody, all the students who come to study in our institute, I'm teaching in an MBA institute, 2 MBA institutes. And if I go and ask most of the students when they join or when they are applying, when I take their interviews and ask them, what do you understand about marketing? Most of them will talk about advertising. They don't even talk about product, making a product, making the pricing. Most of them talk about promotions. And promotion is advertising, mostly advertising, public relations, direct marketing. Okay, they talk about advertising. And then there's something called place, which is supposed to be decided by the marketing. Where will you go and sell your product? Okay, where will you make your product available and how will you make your product available? Okay, so channels, coverage of those channels, assortments, what kind of product will you sell at what place, location, inventory, transport, logistics, and so on and so forth. All this is a part of trace. How will you distribute your product? Correct? Got it? Modern marketing management, there are, when I talk about 4 Ps, these are very traditional. अरसों से चल रहा है, ठीक है. 100 years back also people spoke marketing means product price promotion and product price promotion and taste. Today marketing is little bit more. People also talk, marketing also talks about people, processes, programs, and performance. People means the people in that department, the marketing department. They have a lot of impact in the on the brand, on the business. Okay, people in the organization. Marketing is not only the marketing people's responsibility. Marketing is the, हम लोग पढ़े थे ना, first कल ही पढ़ रहे थे. Marketing is the responsibility of the whole organization. Everybody in the organization is supposed to be responsible for marketing. The better the people, the better your marketing and the better your revenues and sales, the better your business. If you have a good team, if you have good people, you will have good business. If you don't have good people, you will not have good business. And it's the responsibility of the organization to not only hire good people, train them to be good people, and motivate them to make them good people. So people are that important for marketing. Second is the processes, the systems and the processes that are followed, and the structure of the organization that is there has a lot of impact. If there are good processes, good systems in an organization, okay, then of course the business will be good. The sales will be good, revenue will be good, profitability will be good. All the programs, all the activities that we do, keeping the customer in mind, directed towards the customer, are the programs. This has a huge impact on your, on your business, on your products, on your brands. Because many a times, what we do, many a times, many organizations do one major mistake. That is, they make products first and then want to go and sell to the customers, which is the wrong way. Go to the customers first, understand what they need, and then make the product. Because you are going to satisfy the needs of the customer, right? So don't make a product for the customer. But don't make a, go to find a customer for your product. Make a product for your customer. There's a difference. There's a difference, right? Don't go to find a customer for your product. A product पहले बना लिया और फिर ढूंढते बाहर निकले ढूंढने के लिए customer कौन बने. On the other way, if you really make a product for the customer, then you know the needs of the customer, and then you are trying to satisfy the customer's needs through your product. And there, the chances of the getting sales is very high. That you are actually satisfying the needs of the customer. Correct? So that those activities which are focused towards customer are the programs, and then finally the performance. Not only, so we just spoke about the performances, the 4 performances: financial performance, environmental performance, social performance. We also spoke about legal performance. Correct? इतने सारे performance हम लोग ने बोले अभी ना. Okay, so all of them have a impact today. Okay, so modern marketing management is some four things more than the 4 Ps. 4 Ps of product, price, place, and promotion. And then we also talk about people, process, programs, and performance. Okay, these all put together becomes modern marketing. And marketing management tasks would be developing marketing strategies and plans, capturing marketing insights, very, very important. Capturing marketing insights focused on the consumers and the customers. मेरे customer को क्या चाहिए, ये समझना. मेरे मार्केट में मेरे रिटेलर को क्या चाहिए, मेरे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को क्या चाहिए, मेरे इंटरमीडिएरीज को क्या चाहिए, ये समझना. These are all marketing insights. If you can't understand that, you are not a successful marketer. I keep saying that if you are a marketer, if you become a marketer, Market is your temple, your church, your gurdwara, your masjid. Be there in the market. If you want to be a successful marketer, be there in the market. Because you have to learn a lot of things from the market and then come back and make your products according to their needs. Correct. And all the data and information that you collect from the market, from market means from your customers, from your consumers. Those are your Gita, your Quran, your Guru Granth Sahib, and your Bible. Without that, you will not survive. Okay, yes, ध्यान रखना. If you are ever working in marketing, ये दो चीज ध्यान रखना. Don't sit back in office and think that मैं अब brand बना दूंगा. इतना आसान नहीं. You have to be there. Market is your office actually, because you are a marketer. Spend time in the market to collect those information, those data that will support you to do your marketing, that will support you to make your product, that will support you to make your price, that will support you to make your advertising, promotion, communication, that will support you to make the distribution plans. कहाँ पर जाके बेचूंगा product. You can't decide on that sitting in an office. Correct. So capturing those insights are very, very important. Okay. And finally, connecting with the customers, of course, relationship with the customers. Customers doesn't only mean that people who are buying your product, you are consuming your product. People even who are coming to the shop to shop, they may not be consumers. Your distributors are your customers. Your agencies are your customers. Your wholesalers are your customers. So connecting with them, maintaining a relationship with them. And finally, building strong brands. Strong brands with great market share, great brand equity, great brand preference for a customer. Correct. So today, if you talk about Apple and Samsung, if you talk about mobiles and iPhone and Samsung, possibly iPhone has a much better brand equity, brand preference than Samsung. If you talk about, a Louis Philippe, okay, versus a Indian brand, maybe Raymond, Louis Philippe has a much, much bigger brand equity, brand preference. Correct. So create those brands. Create those brands in your own hand. And when you create those brands in your own hand and they become strong, business will follow. Business automatically will follow. Okay, revenues will follow, profits will follow, market share will follow, everything. Okay. Creating value, delivering value. Hello.
Sir, Louis Philippe is owned by Aditya Birla Group, right?
Louis Philippe is a brand which is not owned by Aditya. It's a multinational brand. In India, Aditya Birla, Century Cottons, they manufacture this. Okay, they are co-manufacturers for Louis. Okay, something like Arvind Mills manufactures, Arrow shirts. It's also a multinational brand. They manufacture Levi. They manufacture Wrangler. Okay. Arvind Mills are the biggest jeans manufacturer in India. So they're co-manufacturers for these brands, which are abroad brands. But yes, the quality maintained by these brands in India, though they manufacture in India, the quality control is in the hands of those multinationals only. Aditya Birla doesn't decide on quality. Okay. So if you are, or Arvind Mills doesn't decide on quality. So if you are wearing a Levi jeans made in India, then the quality standards are of Levi jeans US. Okay, because they want the same material, same stage, same quality made here. Okay, so there are co-manufacturers who manufacture in India. Okay, so if you go to Aditya Birla and Century Cotton, suppose their showroom, you will see a lot of foreign brands which they manufacture for India. Okay. Okay. So creating value, delivering value, communicating value, and creating successful long-term growth. Sustainable long-term growth. So these three we know: creating value, creating those products with the good quality, service. Okay. everything together, the features, advantages, benefits, quality, service. Okay. These are all creating values. Delivering value, reaching the product to the customers and communicating value. Okay, if I have a good product with good features, good advantage, good, benefits, good quality, good service, then I have to communicate that. Okay. And finally, through all these, creating successful long-term growth for the business, sustainable growth for the business. Okay. And to have that sustainable growth, continuously you need to innovate and renovate your product. Okay. You need to keep on adding value. Otherwise, what will happen? If you are making a product today with certain features, advantages, benefits, values, quality, 4 weeks down the line, you will find a company making the same product. And you lose the market. They can be an aggressive competitor and you lose the market. You can die. So keep continuously adding value to your product, differentiating your product, innovating your product, renovating your product, so that you can have a sustainable long-term growth. Competitors are always far away from you. They will not be able to follow you if you continuously change, keep innovating, renovating products. Think about Apple today. They started possibly 14 years back with iPhone. I'm talking about iPhone. Okay. Today they are launching iPhone 15. Every year they have at least 1 or 2 new iPhones with new features, new advantages, new benefits. And even in those, models that they are coming, they are having 3 or 4 varieties in them. So much of change happening with iPhones every year that is very difficult for competitors to catch them. And that's why they are continuously growing them. People are fascinated about it. The brand equity, brand preference is too high for it. Okay. Think about, there are people I know, whenever Apple comes with a new iPhone, from iPhone 13 to iPhone 14, even if they have iPhone 13, they will go and buy an iPhone 14. Now with their iPhone 15 coming in, they will sell their iPhone 14 and go and buy an iPhone 15. They are so crazy. Ready to spend lakhs of rupees on it. Okay. And that's creating successful long-term growth, sustainable growth. Okay. Okay. That's the fundamentals of marketing. Now we are getting into a chapter called Marketing Information System, MIS both then. Okay, the data and information that I spoke about, which is your Gita, your Bible, your Quran, your Guru Granth Sahib. What is that marketing information system? We'll learn it. And this is one most important thing now, most important asset of a marketing team. Without the marketing information, you will never survive. I will tell you a small little example, some small little story here. When I was a brand manager, when I became a new brand manager, long time back in the 90s, beginning of 90s, I was handling possibly a brand, a small little a confectionery brand, lozenge, so then a jelly-filled lozenge. Nestle came out with a jelly-filled lozenge, okay, called Splash. Okay, and we launched it in the market. I was the brand manager for that particular brand executive for that particular launch. Okay, for that particular product. So I designed the product, I priced the product, सब कुछ जो product करना होता है, I did it and I launched the product, distribution channel वगैरह, communication वगैरह, advertisement वगैरह, सब कुछ बन गया. Everything was done, the product was launched, but the product was not doing well. The price was almost 1 rupee. जहाँ की तब का market में the price of a lozenge would be, sugar confectionery lozenge would be 25%. वहाँ पर we were launching a product at 1 rupee. It was bigger in size, jelly-filled. For the first time in the Indian market, there was something called jelly-filled. ठीक है, jelly-filled मिलता था, but branded jelly-filled lozenges नहीं मिलता था. आपको माने local, shops में कुछ jelly-filled मिलेंगे जो local बंदे लोग बनाते थे, but branded jelly-filled lozenges नहीं मिलते. So Nestle came out with that Splash. Now, because it was 1 rupee price, it was not selling. So it was not selling. Everybody started complaining. The whole sales team started complaining. Distributors started complaining. Retailers started complaining. Said it's selling. And I was a brand manager that time of this particular brand. I also took to their whatever they said, I believed them. The sales team came selling was very difficult to sell, target nahi ho raha hai, ye wo. So one fine morning, the MD was sitting with us and we were reviewing our performances. The MD of Nestle was sitting with us and I was a new brand executive there handling a small brand. So he called me and he asked me, how is your brand doing? Splash doing. So I told him just like that, sir, it's not doing well. The price is too high. और ये प्रोडक्ट मैंने ही बनाया, राइट? मैंने ही बनाया था और मैंने ही प्राइसिंग किया था इसका, और फिर मैं ही आके बोल रहा हूँ प्राइस इज टू हाई. नाउ मैं इस ब्रांड का ब्रांड मैनेजर हूँ, आई एम द ओनर ऑफ दिस बिजनेस. Now, if I have made a pricing, there is some profitability in mind. मेरे दिमाग में कुछ profitability था, उसी को लेके बनाया था मैं. I can't reduce the price because reduce करूंगा अगर 50 पैसे बना दिया तो मैं लॉस में चला जाऊंगा, मेरा बिजनेस लॉस में जाएगा, which I can't afford to as a marketing manager. So my MD looked at me and he said that, how did you know that the price is too high? So मैंने बोला, so the sales team is saying that the price is too high, it's not selling. So he asked me, did you go to the market and check? I said, yes, I went to the market, it's not selling. He said, how many retailers did you visit to check that it's not selling because of price? How many retailers told you? मेरे पास कोई डेटा नहीं था एक्चुअली. मैंने होगा 20-25 रिटेलर के पास गया होगा, एक दो ने बोला होगा नहीं बिक रहा है, मैं उसी को मान लिया. He said, how many consumers did you go and check that they were not buying because of the price? सच पूछो तो मैंने कहीं पर ये डेटा लिया नहीं था. मेरे पास कोई इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं था कि कंज्यूमर्स ने बोला. मैंने कोई मार्केट रिसर्च नहीं करवाई थी. सो क्या हुआ? द एमडी डिड नॉट बिलीव मी because I did not have enough data and information to convince the person. ठीक है? So marketing information system is that. It comes from the market. It's an asset for the marketing team. Without that, you are not going to survive. Okay. Components of a modern marketing information system: internal company records, marketing intelligence activities, and market research. Okay, there are three components. Internal company records. ठीक है, आपकी कंपनी का जो रिकॉर्ड्स है उसमें क्या होता है? कंपनी का सेल्स रिकॉर्ड्स होता है, कंपनी का प्रोडक्शन रिकॉर्ड्स होता है, कंपनी का सप्लाई चेन रिकॉर्ड्स होता है, कंपनी का रेवेन्यू रिकॉर्ड्स होता है, बहुत सारे रिकॉर्ड्स होते हैं. नहीं, आजकल तो कंपनी के पास कस्टमर रिकॉर्ड भी रहते हैं, किस कस्टमर ने कितना खरीदा. ठीक है, इंटरनल रिकॉर्ड बहुत होते हैं. ठीक है. देन द मार्केटिंग इंटेलिजेंस एक्टिविटीज. व्हाट आर इंटेलिजेंस एक्टिविटीज? मार्केटिंग इंटेलिजेंस एक्टिविटीज आर, आप मार्केट से अपने कंपटीटर्स के या अपने मोस्टली अपने कंपटीटर्स की क्या इंटेलिजेंस लेके आ रहे हैं, उसका डेटा आपके पास क्या है. And that you can gather from different sources. ठीक है, different sources. कि कंपटीटर का प्राइसिंग क्या है, कंपटीटर का कॉस्टिंग क्या है, कंपटीटर का प्रमोशन प्लान्स क्या है, कंपटीशन नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर रहा है कि नहीं, so on and so forth. And last but not the least, the marketing research. मैं जब प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करता हूँ या मार्केट में प्रोडक्ट है, वो कैसा चल रहा है, what do I want to know about the market of my product? I will go to the consumers, I will go to the retailers, I will go to my customers and do a thorough research with many questions in mind, which I will ask the consumers to get some information and data, which supports my plans, which supports me to make my strategies. Okay, which supports me to draw inferences. Okay, hypothesis. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है? Any questions here? The market research हम तभी करते हैं, we do it with our customers, consumers, etc., to understand something more about my product, to understand something more about the market, the needs, wants, desire, कैसे पता चलेगा? The preferences of the consumer, कैसे पता चलेगा? I have to go to them, right? Ask them questions. That's what market research is. Marketing intelligence is basically secret services. Secret services of anything and everything. मेरा market में, starting from my competition to government policies to law, any changes there, all these informations coming are my marketing. Economic, हम लोग पढ़े थे ना, economic policies impact करता है, technological changes impact करता है, legal changes impact करता है, government policies, political changes impact करता है, social changes impact करता है. So we need to understand that, right? How is the technology moving away? How is the law changing? How is the political scenario changing? These are all market intelligence. इसके लिए research करने की जरूरत नहीं है. These are all intelligence which I come to know from different sources. Sometimes I come to know from news. Sometimes I come to know from, lawmakers, politicians, whatever. And of course, internal company record मेरे पास बहुत है. मैं every month selling कर रहा हूँ, sales record है मेरे पास. मेरे पास आज के दिन में तो इवन कंपनी कस्टमर रिकॉर्ड भी है. आज अगर Amazon के पास जाओगे तो सारे कस्टमर्स जो Amazon से खरीदते उसकी कुंडली है उसके पास. कितना डेटा है उसके पास. Every month अगर मैं कुछ खरीदता हूँ, he knows if my wife is buying the grocery from Amazon, then Amazon knows मेरा घर का ग्रोसरी का पैटर्न क्या है. हर मंथ ग्रोसरी बास्केट में क्या क्या चाहिए मुझे. They can customize my, grocery basket, purchase basket every month. Give me offers and schemes there. All this can happen because company, their internal records are very strong. ठीक है. आज के दिन पे हम लोग इन्वेंट्री की बात करते हैं. एशियन पेंट्स इज अ कंपनी जिसके पास लास्ट 60 इयर्स का कस्टमर रिटेलिंग रिकॉर्ड है. 60 इयर्स सारे कंट्री के जितने डीलर्स हैं उसके सबके रिटेलिंग रिकॉर्ड, सेलिंग रिकॉर्ड है. आज के दिन में एशियन पेंट्स दे सर्विस देयर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स once every day. The distributor do not maintain any inventory. They only maintain 24 hours inventory. No 15 days, no 7 days, no 1 month. And can you think about a retailer having only 24 hours inventory? उसका return on investment कितना high है. जो माल आता है उसी दिन बिक जाता है. Correct. Almost no investment. एक दिन के इन्वेंट्री पे काम कर रहा है वो. That's possible because the forecasting done for every retailer is so strong because they have data and information for last 60 years. They know the retailer's buying pattern and selling pattern. हर कोने में, हर देश के हर कोने में जो एशियन पेंट्स का डीलर है सबका कुंडली है उसके पास. हर दिन वो कितना खरीदता है. जनवरी महीना का 13 तारीख को लास्ट ईयर कितना खरीदा था, फरवरी महीने के 8 तारीख को लास्ट ईयर कितना खरीदा था, उसके पिछले ईयर कितना खरीदा था, उसके पिछले ईयर क्या खरीदा था, पूरा पैटर्न है उसके पास. ठीक है. दैट्स द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ MIS, मार्केटिंग इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम. सो इंटरनल रिकॉर्ड्स, internal reports of orders, sales, price, how has the price changed, cost, inventory levels. If I have given credit to people, my records of credit, receivables, payables, if I have to pay the vendors, what is the pattern of payment of vendors, the records of payment for vendors. These are all internal records. And there are plenty of others. Okay. Marketing intelligence system, a set of procedures and sources that managers use to obtain everyday information about developments in the marketing environment. Okay. Full marketing environment जो हम लोगों ने देखा था. So social environment, political legal environment, technological environment, natural environment, and so on and so forth. सारे environment का जो report है, how does the marketing intelligence system gather that? A set of procedures and sources that managers use to obtain everyday information about developments in marketing. That's called the intelligence. पॉलिटिकल क्या चेंजेस हो रहा है, गवर्नमेंट के लॉज क्या चेंज हो रहा है, इकोनॉमी कैसे चेंज हो रहा है, टैक्सेशन कैसे चेंज हो रहा है, नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज कैसे चेंज हो रहा है. ठीक है. सोशल सोसाइटी कैसे चेंज हो रहा है, टेक्नोलॉजी कैसे चेंज हो रहा है. दीज आर ऑल इंफॉर्मेशन व्हिच कम्स थ्रू मार्केट इंटेलिजेंस. ओके. Improving marketing is motivate sales force to report new developments. Sales team are the eyes and ears of the company. They are in the market. Correct. Throughout the day, they are in the market. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So if you can motivate the sales force, they can bring a lot of information from the market. Motivate intermediaries to pass along interview. Intermediaries मतलब जो distributors है, जो आपके agents है, जो आपके brokers है, जो आपके wholesalers है, motivate them. They can gather a lot of information for you. Lot of market intelligence, competition intelligence, आपका पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इंटेलिजेंस, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. आज दिल्ली में बैठ के मैं जान सकता हूँ केरला में क्या होने वाला है इफ माय डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स आर स्ट्रांग. दिल्ली में बैठ के मैं जान सकता हूँ कि त्रिपुरा में क्या होने वाला है इफ माय डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स आर स्ट्रांग, माय सेल्स फोर्स आर स्ट्रांग, दे आर वेल मोटिवेटेड, दे विल कीप मी इन्फॉर्म्ड कि बॉस यहाँ पर पॉलिटिकल ये चेंजेस होने वाला है, यहाँ पर टैक्स में ये चेंजेस होने वाले हैं, यहाँ पर ऐसा होने वाला है, ऐसा होने. हायर एक्सटर्नल एक्सपर्ट्स टू कलेक्ट इंटेलिजेंस. You can also hire people, consultants to gather intelligence for you. Okay. Network internally and externally. So there are plenty of, as a marketing team person, network with everybody in the organization. If it's a large organization, there are many departments, many people who are influential people who has a lot of information about the environment. They can give you a lot of intelligence, and as well as externally. Externally, if you can keep connecting with the bureaucrats, keep connecting with the political resources, keep connecting with the, market resources, you can gather a lot of intelligence. Set up a customer advisory panel. Okay. Customers there are very, very influential customers sometimes. Set up an advisory panel, make a group of customers, those influential customers, to make advisory panel who can advise the company. Who can advise? Every organization has, their distributors, their bigger customers, their bigger vendors. They advise companies. Boss, do this, do that, invest here, don't invest there, and so on and so forth. Okay. Take advantage of government-related data. There are a lot of government-related data in the internet today. Published data, census data, then raw material data, agricultural data, and so on and so forth. Use them. Purchase information from outside research vendors. There are plenty of research companies, plenty of research organizations who can provide you data, information. Purchase those data. They are syndicated information. There are a couple of great companies who gather information from different syndicates. They compile information, they analyze the information, and they give you ready information. Collect marketing intelligence on internet. Okay, Google पे जाओ या Microsoft Edge पे जाओ. Any search engine will give you a lot of marketing intelligence. Okay, what are the new products coming in? What are the other, what are the technology changes, and so on and so forth. Many information. All these marketing intelligence collections methods can be used. Marketing intelligence of the internet in independent customer goods and service review forum. There are a lot of forums जहाँ पर reviews होते हैं. ठीक है. Distributors or sales agents feedback sites. Combo sites offering customer reviews and expert opinions. Customer complaint site, public blogs. Okay, when you read these, you can gather a lot of information, and every organization has people who continuously follow the internet. All these forums, these are few, there are plenty of more. Okay, there are plenty of more forums where you get a lot of information about the market conditions. Okay, so independent customer goods and service reviews, distributor and sales agents feedbacks, and even sites like Quora. I don't know whether you know Quora. Okay, Quora is the site where people ask questions and they get their answers there. They have a lot of reviews there, Reddit, Quora, and so on and so forth. Okay. Okay. So, any questions till now? We have finished the first module. Any question till now?
Sir, how important is the artificial intelligence for the marketing and how this can impact?
Artificial intelligence.
Right.
Artificial intelligence for marketing is going to be one of the most critical thing for marketing.
Okay.
It's going to be one of the most critical thing for marketing. But it's not. Abhi ke jo stage mein aap log ho, you are not. Don't look at that. Don't even think of that because I'm not going to teach you artificial intelligence. Okay. Because this is not a part of our marketing course. It's a very high level course which we usually teach in MBA and all. Okay, there are classes for artificial intelligence and marketing, but in this fundamentals of marketing, I am not going to teach you artificial intelligence. But yes, artificial intelligence is of course going to be a very important aspect of marketing because yes, all this data and information that you collect, okay, that organizations collect, they are going to use that. The artificial intelligence is nothing. Using the data and information that you have to, if you talk about marketing, they use those data and information to create the product, create the price, create the promotion, create the distribution. Okay. So think about, as I said, Amazon. Amazon has billions of terabytes of data with them of customers. Now they know each and every customer what they need, what they had been purchasing, their purchasing power, their income, everything they know. Now they can today actually customize your products for you. They can customize communication for you. They can customize offers and schemes and promotions for you. That's what is artificial intelligence. Today, if you open a Amazon page, 5 years down the line, Amazon will suggest you that this is something which is supposed to be finished in your house, grocery, you should buy it now. That's what is artificial intelligence. Correct. So today, not only artificial intelligence, things like metaverse is coming up. ठीक है, आप घर पे बैठ, if you can see a BMW dealership at home, you want to buy a BMW, and if you think that you need to see every model of BMW just as you go into the showroom, but I can't go to the showroom, I want to see it at my home, you can see it at home. This is all virtual reality that's going to come up, and this is all from data science and artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is going to be a huge thing. Think about ChatGPT today. You just put your question there, anything and everything is answered. Where did they get the answer? They have got the answer from already something which is done. They have just trained the machine to answer that question. वो already सालों से वो आंसर है कहीं पर. उन्होंने सिर्फ उस आंसर को कनेक्ट कर दिया आपके क्वेश्चन के साथ. जो आज तक गूगल कर रहा था, आप गूगल में जा रहे थे तो गूगल में कुछ भी टाइप करते थे तो गूगल आपको 10 different options दे रहा. And today ChatGPT is churning out everything and anything from the whole world, whole thing that is in the web world, putting it in one place, giving it to you. आपको इंडिविजुअल वेबसाइट में जाके ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं है. ChatGPT is doing that work for you. They are churning out all those answers, whatever you are asking them to do. They are churning out all the intelligence from across the web, putting it together and giving it. Okay. So that's what is artificial intelligence. And it's going to play a big role in marketing in coming days. Very big role. So as they say today, data is king. If you have data, you can do anything. And that's the reason data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, business analytics, marketing analytics, these are becoming very, very important subjects nowadays. Important trending subjects. Okay, people will slowly not study marketing management as a subject. They will go and study marketing management and analytics. ठीक है, ये चेंज हो जाएगा, पूरा एजुकेशन का ट्रेंड ही चेंज हो जाएगा. मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट सीखना है, बेसिक सीख लो, ये 2-3 महीने में सीख लो, और उसके बाद जाके एनालिटिक्स सीखो, उसके बाद जाके आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस सीखो, where you can connect marketing management with that and then start working in an organization. Because organizations are looking forward to that. ठीक है, and more organizations, suppose basic marketing की जरूरत नहीं होगी, we will not need so many people. If artificial intelligence can be trained that way, people will be needed there, because you have to train the machines. आपको मशीन को फीड करना पड़ेगा, मशीन तो खुद पे खुद तो नहीं बोलेगा, मशीन को ट्रेन करना पड़ेगा. You have to feed data to the machine, and that's what is important for, today's organization, or rather tomorrow's organization. They will need more people to train up the machine rather than doing clerical jobs. आज ब्रांड बनाने के लिए I will not need a brand manager. ठीक है, artificial intelligence and chat GPT sort of things, or virtual reality, artificial reality will do it. Augmented reality will do it. But to make that happen, you have to feed the data, you have to train the machine, you have to understand the data, you have to analyze the data. And for that, you have to learn data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, and so on and so forth. Get it?
And also, because that is a completely technical knowledge, right? Because the person from the IT background that
No. Okay. Not always. Data science nowadays anybody can learn. Machine learning everybody can learn. Artificial intelligence everybody can learn. Nothing technical about it. Technical hai, but technical things also people can learn now.
Right, sir. But एक big concern था, sir, just because like artificial intelligence, like codings and all है, and like how we can like relate this to marketing management thing, because
And the thing is that whatever you are learning here is the basic marketing. आप 4 P's सीख रहे हो, आप needs, wants, desires सीख रहे हो, आप concepts of marketing सीख रहे हो, बस. Now once you learn artificial intelligence, you know where marketing का कौन सा concept आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से काम करवा सकते. आज मुझे अगर प्रमोशन करना है, कम्युनिकेट करना है, B2B कम्युनिकेशन करना है, एक बिजनेस में जाके मुझे एक पिच करना है, पहले मैं बैठ के ऑफिस में बैठ के मैं उस पिच का प्रेजेंटेशन बनाता था. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस होगा तो मैं वो प्रेजेंटेशन खुद नहीं बनाऊंगा, मेरे लिए मशीन बना के देगा. मैं खाली मशीन को बोलूंगा मुझे इस प्रोडक्ट का पिच करना है, इस तरह की कंपनी में, ये कंपनी का बैकग्राउंड ये है. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस विल मेक द प्रेजेंटेशन, उसी को ले जाके मैं पिच करूंगा. Got it? So both of them will be important. Basic understanding of marketing is important, and then learning of data science, machine learning, and so on and so forth is also important. And
I have one
of
question.
course,
Sir, if I have one scenario, if my end customer is demanding for my product, whatever I am just manufacturing, but and because of his features and the quality he has, but the distributor I have, so he is not getting good margin from my product, so he is not willing to sell the product. So in that situations, what intelligence or marketing strategy we need to follow?
पहला तो मार्केट रिसर्च करके समझो कि मार्केट के प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस क्या है. What are the margins at different stages of your product? अपना मार्जिन क्या है, इंटरमीडिएट का मार्जिन क्या है, रिटेलर का मार्जिन क्या है, जो भी है पूरा मार्केट रिसर्च करके समझो कि एवरेज मार्केट में मेरे जैसा प्रोडक्ट का क्या मार्जिन चल रहा है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर का and then you have to build in that margin into your product ना. अगर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बोलता है मुझे 10% मार्जिन चाहिए और आप उसको 2% मार्जिन दे रहे हो, ऑब्वियसली ही विल नॉट बी इंटरेस्टेड टू सेल. तो आपको उसको 10% देना है, उसके लिए आपका अपना प्राइस बढ़ाना है. नाउ अपना प्राइस बढ़ाओगे तो इज इट गोइंग बियॉन्ड द मार्केट कंपटीशन, वो देखो. मार्केट रिसर्च पहले तो करो कि भैया प्राइसिंग सही है कि नहीं. ठीक है, प्राइसिंग अगर आपका प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस अगर 20 रुपया होना चाहिए, आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दिस इन द क्लास. इफ योर प्रोडक्ट्स प्राइस इज सपोज टू बी 20 rupees and you are pricing it at 10 rupees, so you are underpricing, you are at a loss. And if your product pricing is supposed to be 30 rupees and you are selling at 20 rupees, you are again at a loss. ठीक है, तो राइट प्राइसिंग करना बहुत जरूरी है.
Okay.
ठीक है, सो वो प्राइस कैसे समझोगे? मार्केट रिसर्च करके समझोगे. मार्केट डेटा इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है तो आप समझोगे ही नहीं. दैट्स द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ मार्केट रिसर्च फॉर एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग. मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, जब हम लोग मैगी मेरा जब ब्रांड था, उस प्रोडक्ट का जब पैकेजिंग था येलो कलर का, राइट, उसमें रेड कलर का बबल आता है मैगी लिखा हुआ. तो एक बार हम लोग सोच रहे थे कि उस बबल को चेंज करेंगे. लोगो होता है ना, वो अपना लोगो था मैगी का, राइट, बबल के अंदर मैगी लिखा हुआ. तो हम लोग सोचे थे उस बबल का कलर चेंज करेंगे. बहुत साल से चल रहा है, 50 साल से चल रहा है मैगी का रेड. उसको हम लोग सोचे थे कलर चेंज करेंगे. Even to change that color, we had to go to the consumer and check with him. Would he prefer to have the color change? And we got a feedback that no, consumers did not like to have the color change. So everything, as I said, at beginning में मैं बोला था आप लोगों को याद है कि whatever you do, keep your consumer at the focal point if you are a marketer. Consumer को पूछे बिना कुछ नहीं करो, because you are finally satisfying the needs and wants and demands of the consumer. Correct. So do not do anything without the consent of the consumer. So आपका अगर pricing डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर मार्जिन सही नहीं है तो कहीं ना कहीं तो प्राइसिंग गड़बड़ है. Go and check with the consumers. Go and check with the market कि आपका प्राइसिंग दूसरे कंपटीशन के साथ कैसा है. Are you overpricing? Are you underpricing? Are you pricing at the consumer's expectation? Once you have got that idea, then go and find out whether the distributor margins for other products in the competition are same. Then only you will be able to go and talk to the distributor. नहीं भाई मेरा मार्जिन तो ठीक है, बाकी कंपटीशन भी सेम बेच रहा है. अगर कंपटीशन 10% दे रहा है और आप 5% दे रहे हो, then there is a disparity. You have to correct that. ठीक है. Now there can be different reasons. आपका प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस सही है लेकिन मार्जिन कम हो रहा है क्योंकि आपका कॉस्ट ज्यादा है. अब वो कॉस्ट क्यों ज्यादा है? आपका कॉस्ट कहीं पर कॉस्टिंग में गड़बड़ तो नहीं हुआ है. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आप इंग्रेडिएंट कुछ दूसरा यूज कर रहे हो जिसका प्राइसिंग ज्यादा है. आप पैकेजिंग मटेरियल कुछ दूसरा यूज कर रहे हो जिसका प्राइसिंग ज्यादा है. इफ योर कॉस्ट इज हाई, ऑफ कोर्स योर प्राइस विल बी हाई. कैन आई रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट? When you fight with your competition, there can be only two things. हम लोग पढ़ेंगे उसको भी. When you fight with your competition, there can be only two things. One is fight on cost or fight on the differentiator. Make your product different to your competitor through value addition or reduce the cost. इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं हो सकता. और कोई तरीका नहीं है आपके कंपटीशन के साथ फाइट करने. कॉस्ट को काबू में रखो, कम रखो, और ताकि आपका प्राइस कम हो, और नहीं तो प्रोडक्ट को डिफरेंशिएट करो. दिस इज द ओनली वे टू बी डिफरेंट टू योर कंपटीटर. टू हैव अ कंपटीटिव एडवांटेज बोलते हैं ना. To be better than your competitor, you have to either reduce cost or differentiate product. हो गया. तो देखो इसमें से कौन सा कहां पर आपका चूक रहा है. then you can go and talk to the distributor. Bhaiya, my product is better than my competitor. My price is higher than my competitor. This is the reason why it's higher than competitor. Then, आपका margin, if my competitor is giving 10%, I will also give you 10%. Correct? ठीक है? Make.
Got it, sir.
Got it? Okay. चलो, it's 8:05. 10 मिनट का break ले लो. Let's come back up. ठीक है?
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, sir. I was just checking the mic, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Chalo, let's start. मैं ना थोड़ा सा आप लोग को सेगमेंटेशन, टारगेटिंग और पोजीशनिंग को रिफ्रेश करा देता हूँ. पोजीशनिंग तभी तक हम लोग ने किया भी नहीं, बट थोड़ा सा सेगमेंटेशन को और रिफ्रेश करा देते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेजर वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. जैसे हम लोग नीड्स वांट्स डिमांड्स की पढ़े थे, फिर हम लोग ने मैस्लोज हायरार्की पढ़े थे, फिर हम लोग ने 4 पीस पढ़ लिया. वैसे ही फंडामेंटल अगर थियरीज पूछो तो मुझे एसटीपी बोलते हैं, सेगमेंटेशन टारगेटिंग. दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट जो आपके साथ सारा जिंदगी रहेगा अगर आप मार्केटिंग में काम करोगे तो. ठीक है, सो मार्केट सेगमेंटेशन किसको बोलते हैं? Dividing a market into distinct groups with distinct needs, characteristics, or behavior, who might require separate products or marketing needs. ठीक है. Now, हम लोग KTM बाइक की बात कर रहे थे yesterday. ठीक है, तो KTM बाइक जो खरीदने वाले होते हैं, ठीक है, वो टीनेजर्स होते हैं. हम लोग ने बोला था 20 टीनेजर्स से मिडिल एज ग्रुप तक, 20 से लेके 30-35 मैक्सिमम एज ग्रुप तक. ठीक है, प्रीमियम बाइक चाहिए, इसका मतलब हाउस होल्ड इनकम अच्छा होगा उनका, सोशो इकोनॉमिक क्लास, ए क्लास, ए प्लस क्लास के बच्चे होंगे, लोग होंगे. तो ये जो एक पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप बनेगा, ग्रुप ऑफ मार्केट पॉपुलेशन बनेगा, डिस्टिंक्ट ग्रुप ऑफ पॉपुलेशन विद डिस्टिंक्ट नीड्स, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, बिहेवियर्स, डेमोग्राफिक, ज्योग्राफिक, साइकोग्राफिक, वो जो ग्रुप बनता है दैट इज कॉल्ड अ सेगमेंट. तो टोटल मार्केट को हम लोग डिफरेंट छोटे छोटे ग्रुप में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, समथिंग लाइक दिस. ये अगर टोटल मार्केट है, इसका किसी का 5% एक ग्रुप है, किसी का 11% एक ग्रुप है, किसी का 15%, किसी का 11% रेड. इसमें से if I talk about KTM bike, possibly this is the group which I am talking about. इसका size 11% है of the total population. ठीक है, this is what is the segmentation. This segmentation can be done through what? 4 kinds of groupings: demographic, geographic, psychographic, और हम लोगों ने क्या बोला था? Behavior. Demographic means anything to do with the population, age, gender, marital status, socio-economic class, household size, कुछ भी population को लेके कुछ भी आप सोचोगे, that's demographic. Geographic is basically region, city, town, village, country, continent, anything, north, south, east, west. Then what? Psychographic, psychological, and demographic. ठीक है, your interests, your values, your likings, your dislikings. ठीक है, all those are your psychographics. And then finally behavior towards a category, behavior towards a product, a brand. So liking towards a brand, disliking towards a brand, liking a concept, disliking concept. So awareness, consideration, interest, whether they have tried the product or not, purchased the product or not, they are loyal or not, do they advocate your product or not, and so on and so forth. All these behaviors. You can segregate the whole population. You can divide the whole population and group the whole population on this basis and make them distinct groups. So I can say that I have a segment, I have a target segment, which is a teenager group from 18 to 21, coming from higher income group. ठीक है, people who like spicy food, this age group which likes spicy food. ठीक है, and they are aware of, South Indian spicy snacks. एक particular group बना. If I have that as a target group, I can make a product for that particular target group. कि जो बच्चे 18 से 20-21 साल तक है, बाहर खाते हैं, they enjoy eating outside. ठीक है, they come from higher income group, so मैं एक प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट बना सकता हूँ. They like spicy food. ठीक है, and they are aware of South Indian spicy dishes, so मैं एक South Indian spicy food बना सकता हूँ with a premium pricing, good quality, which will cater to this particular segment, I mean, this particular segment of a demographic segment of 18 to 21 years, I can target them, I can advertise for them, and I can communicate with them. I can also distribute my product where these kind of children go. These kind of children would go to colleges, these kind of children would go to, call centers and so on and so forth. तो मैं इनको ढूंढ के मैं इनको टारगेट कर सकता हूँ, उनके पास जा सकता हूँ, उनको कम्युनिकेट कर सकता हूँ, उनके पास डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ, इनके अनुसार प्रोडक्ट बना सकता हूँ, इनके अनुसार प्राइसिंग कर सकता हूँ. Correct? Got it? Why is segmentation important? So segmentation is important to divide the whole population into distinct group of customers who have distinct needs. Distinct means individual needs, characteristics, behaviors, demographics, who might require a separate product or a marketing mix. What is marketing mix? Product, price, promotion, and place is called a marketing mix. For this particular segment, you need a particular marketing mix. उनका product different होगा, pricing different होगा, उनको communicate करने का channel different होगा, उनको उनके पास पहुंचने का distribution channel भी different. Correct? Got it? Now, if this is the whole market, of different groups, my target group possibly will be this. I will not think about the whole market. I will only think about this target market. Okay. Think about segments, not market size or share of market. Am I catering to the right segment? Am I reaching to the right segment? Am I communicating to that right segment? Because if I spend my money in communicating to these people, reaching to these people, pricing for these people, making a product for these people, then I'm wasting my money when my target group is here. Correct? Got it? The importance of segmenting. We spoke about yesterday about the whole market. Whole market is the whole population on this earth. There are buyers and sellers. Then I come to, you remember, potential market. Then we came to available market. Then we came to qualified available market. Then we came to target market. In that qualified available market, now we divide the whole population into small groups and find out which is that group who exactly needs what I am offering. Which is that group whose need, wants, and demands are satisfied by my product's offerings. My product's quality, my product's services, my product's features, advantages, benefits, price, all that matches with his needs, wants, and demands. That is my target. Correct? So everybody I can have a set of customers who are potential to buy my product, where I can make my product available, who can afford to buy my product. However, all their needs, wants, and demands are not satisfied with my product. So some of them are my customers, some of them are not my customers. Agreed? Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so in a business market, the segmentation can be done in demographic segmentation, operating variables, situation factors, and personal characteristics. So demographic segmentation is an industrial market. In a business market is what kind of industry, what kind of a company, what kind of size, what is the location. These are all different. Location will be geographic, rest of them will be demographic. So I will give you an example. When I started my consulting for the first time, I was consulting for an organization who makes dyes for cotton, handmade cotton handlooms. Dyes होता है ना, colors. Handmade cotton handlooms. So हम लोग ने बोला उसका टारगेट मार्केट निकालना है, भाई किसको बेचेंगे, ठीक है, कितना बड़ा साइज है उस मार्केट का. And he only wanted to sell it to such customers who are big in size. He didn't want to sell it to small customers. So what we did was, we did a market research and we found that how many cotton loom manufacturers were there in the country and what were their organizations. ठीक है, cotton बनाने वाले organizations कितने हैं, cotton handloom बनाने. Now, cotton textile बनाने वाले तो बहुत थे, more than 500 companies were there who were making cotton hand. But then we said the total 500 में से how many had power loom and how many had hand loom. Power loom is who manufacture cotton textile through power machineries, ठीक, electrical machineries. And handloom are who make it through hand. We found that not more than 70 of the companies manufacture handloom. And these 70 are somewhere located between Maharashtra, very, very few in south of Gujarat, and some in the south region and eastern region. Okay. And then, so we were segmenting them now. First was cotton manufacturers, then power loom and handlooms. In the handloom, we started finding out who were the manufacturers who had a particular size of volume of, their manufacturing. Okay, I don't exactly remember. It was some 1 million rolls or something, 1 million meters or something like that was the volume that we were looking at. And we could finally find only 9 such customers who were manufacturing in that volume, handloom, cotton. Okay, which was actually used not for, apparel textile. ठीक है, जो apparel textile पे यूज नहीं होता था, कुछ और चीजों में यूज होता. And that was our target market. So now you understand how we segmented and came to our target market. The whole market was around 500 customers. We divided it into handloom and power loom. Our handloom came to 60. Out of that 60, we wanted that number of customers who were manufacturing more than 1 million. What was that particular term they used? Okay, cotton length 1 million meters or something like that. Okay, and that was our set of customers, 9 customers. That was our target customers. Okay, so industry, company size, location, these are all different variables. Technology, sometimes जैसे मैंने बोला handloom and power loom. ठीक है, usage status, customer capabilities. ठीक है, capabilities are his purchasing capabilities, his payment capabilities, his other capabilities. These are all different variables for segregating the market, grouping the market. Okay, situational factors, personal characteristics, and so on and so forth. Correct. Now, if I come to a normal consumer market, okay, how do I segment? Just giving you one example. Possibly demographically, we segment as gender, male, female. Then geographically, urban and rural. So male, female, then urban and rural, 4 segments bun gaye. Then we can again go back to demographic age. We divide the whole into 4 age groups possible. So ultimately, this male, female has become 8 different segments. Male, female, urban, rural, and then these 4 age groups. So we have got 8 different segments. And the larger the bubble, the bigger the segment. So this is what a segment actually is. And then we have to decide which segment do we target. Usually people target the larger the segment, the bigger the target, it becomes a lucrative target segment, because the chances of doing a bigger business is there. A smaller segment ko main nahi lunga, main bade segment mein paas jaunga, so that I have a bigger volume. Okay, bigger volume, bigger revenue. Now, when I do the targeting, there can be 4 kinds of targeting from that segmentation. One is undifferentiated market. Suppose I do a targeting for bottled water. Is there any difference between a Bisleri or a Kinley or an Aquafina or any other small brands which are available in the local stores? No, right? If I have that kind of a product, it's called undifferentiated mass marketing. The whole population is my market. I don't need to segmentize that much. Everybody wants to drink water. Everybody buys bottled water. There is no differentiation in products, so I can sell it to everyone. The second one is differentiated segment market. If you see the examples below, shampoo, normal shampoo, everybody uses shampoo. It's a mass product. जो छोटे-छोटे sachets में shampoo बिकते हैं, किराना shops, पान shops, सब जगह mass product. सब लोग खरीद सकते हैं, सब लोग. उसके लिए मुझे segmentation करने की जरूरत नहीं. Everybody has hair, everybody needs shampoo, so it's a mass product. Mass marketing is done. There's not much of segmentation. Only segmentation is people do not have hair and people who have hair. That's the only segmentation. Correct. Now, when I go to differentiated market, that same shampoo can be differentiated into dry hair, long hair, silky hair, and so on and so forth. And today we have actually products for dry hair, for long hair, for silky hair, and so on and so forth. So now we can segment. Now we can segment according to the requirement need. Women between teenager women to middle-aged group women or even a higher age group women, they have dry hair, so I will segment all the dry hair women. I will compete with long hair women. I will have, oily hair women. And same thing for men, and they will be different segments. I can also divide them into target age groups. I can also divide them into socio-economic class and household income. And finally come to a very focused for possibly Dove shampoo. It's the premium, very premium shampoo. I will only select those households who have a higher income group, those women who need, oily hair, who have oily hair or who have dry hair or who have long hair. For different segments will have different marketing strategies. Correct. And then comes concentrated niche marketing. Very, very small segment requires that product. Suppose shampoo with natural ingredient or organic ingredient. Very highly priced, of course. Very small segment of population would need that. So the marketing should be done in a similar way, where I will be very focused. बहुत detailed segmentation में जाके मैं देखूंगा who will require a natural ingredient or an organic ingredient shampoo. Something like, I don't know whether you guys know or remember, Tanishq. Tanishq is a jewelry company. Tata's ka jewelry. Now there are all the jewelry companies. Their focus target group is women and mostly wedding jewelry. Okay, that's the way they advertise, that's the way they communicate. Tanishq was the first one in India who came to a niche marketing strategy of jewelry for men. They found out that even men like jewelry. The population is small, but men like jewelry. It's a very niche market. And they came out with designs and jewelries for women, for men. And that market grew up. They are doing pretty well there. They have started communicating to men that we have jewelry for you. A very, very strategic decision. Very small market, so you have to segmentize the market very well. Which age group, which income group, which socioeconomic class. Usually South Indian men are more attracted to jewelry. So with geography, with psychography, what are the likings, dislikings, interests, and also the behavior. Okay, so That's the niche marketing. And finally, micro marketing. Very, very local, very, very individual. So shampoos for salons. When you go to salons, you will find shampoos which are usually not available in the market. You will find shaving cream which is usually not available in the market. So some companies specifically make products and brands for such local usage or individual usage. Sauces for restaurants. शायद वो brands आपको market में मिलेंगे ही, वो सिर्फ hotel restaurants के लिए बनते हैं. So very, very micro marketing, very, very specific client, customer focused marketing. Okay, so that's what targeting is all about. Positioning. Positioning is, in one simple word, is creating a unique perception in the minds of consumers about your product, about your brand. Creating a unique perception. The term positioning refers to a consumer's perception of a product or service in relation to its competitors. So I'm talking about unique perception. How do consumers look at your brand? Okay, how do they differentiate your brand with others? Okay, so there are people who will go to Pizza Hut, they prefer Pizza Hut. There are people who only prefer Domino's. Both are pizza companies. Why do they have that preference? What is that unique perception about Pizza Hut for some customers? Unique perception about Domino's for some customers. What Adidas, Nike, Puma, they are all, or Reebok, they are all sports companies, sports shoes companies, sports apparel companies. However, in them also, some people prefer have a unique perception about Adidas, and they prefer Adidas. Some people have a unique perception about Nike. Some people have unique perception about Reebok. Some people have a unique perception about Puma. Okay, now let me tell you that between Nike and Adidas, Nike is for athletes. Adidas is for footballers. This is a very, very unique thought process, unique perception. And actually, worldwide, great, good footballers, people who are actual footballers, professional footballers, they will never go and buy a Nike. They will always buy an Adidas. Similarly, athletes who are professional athletes will never go and buy an Adidas, they will buy a Nike. So it's a unique perception about that. The companies have created that perception. Okay. So every brand on this earth has that positioning statement, has that unique perception to differentiate itself from the competitor. Okay. To differentiate itself from the competitor. This is something good for your research. Go to the internet, find out the positioning statements of different products, different brands, and you will find it very interesting how similar products position themselves differently to the customers. BMW, Mercedes, Audi, these are all premium cars, but they have different positioning. Okay. Different positioning. BMW says German engineering. Mercedes is also German. BMW is also German. Audi is also German. Still, BMW says we are German engineering. Find out what Mercedes and Audi says. What kind of a perception do people have about Audi, about Mercedes, about BMW? How do they differentiate? So to have a company, so position is all about perception. Perception differs from person to person, market to market. What you perceive as a quality, value for money, etc., is different to my perception. So creating that perception means thought process in the mind of consumers, that this is different to that. You know, that's what is positioning, and that's just that. To that you create a statement, and to differentiate. When you start differentiating and having a competitive edge, you differentiate on these 5 things. First of all, the product itself can have a differentiator. Okay. Then the services, that can be a differentiator. Pre-sale service, during sale service, post-sale service, that can be a differentiator. Okay. Product means product quality, product design, product packaging, product durability, all can be differentiators. Very easily we say, you know, Redmi या Xiaomi, ये सारे phones Chinese है. यार ठीक है, Chinese है तो टिकाऊ नहीं. ये हमारे mind में एक perception है. Correct. So even if Apple gets made in China and you buy it, all the brands which are Chinese brand, you will say, "Arey yaar, ये तो Chinese." So product differentiator is a big differentiator when you talk about quality. Then services. How is your pre-sale service, post-sale service, during sale service? That can be a differentiator. Channels. Where do you find the product? Where do you find the product? There are some brands like possibly Louis Vuitton, Gucci. They always sell in premium stores, in premium malls. You will not find a Gucci bag in a normal store in your mohalla. You'll possibly have to go to a great mall in Delhi or Bombay or Bangalore or Calcutta or Chennai to find that Gucci or a Louis Vuitton brand. So the channel also can be a differentiator. People of that organization can be great differentiator. Some organizations have great people, and that is seen from the way the people deal with their customers. And some organizations do not have so great people. आप उस कंपनी के लोगों को बात करने से समझ जाओगे यार ये कंपनी उतना ये नहीं. You know, when you talk to people of Reliance and when you talk to people of Airtel, दोनों में क्वालिटी में डिफरेंस है. दोनों में बात करने का ढंग डिफरेंस होगा. दोनों में डील करने का ढंग डिफरेंस होगा. When you go to a BMW showroom and talk to the people there, and when you come to possibly a Bajaj showroom and talk to people there, there'll be a difference. And last but not the least, the image. Image of a BMW, Audi, Mercedes, and image of a Maruti makes a difference. Correct. So differentiators can be product, can be services, can be channels, can be people, can be image also. Okay. And that gives you a competitive advantage. Okay. And that gives you a competitive advantage. Choosing the right competitive advantage, which difference makes the competitive advantage? कौन सा difference? Difference in आपके लिए कौन सा difference is more important? Product में, service में, channel में, people में, image में. Okay. And what are the criteria? Important, gives high benefit to target customers. How important is your product? How important is quality? How important is service? How important is ingredient? That gives a high benefit to your target customer. That is the differentiator possibly sometimes you need to choose. Customer को कौन सा आपका product का importance जरूरत है? Service is important, packaging is important, price is important, what is important? That can be the differentiator. Okay, distinctive. Companies have to offer their product in many distinctive ways. Okay, possibly packaging distinct हो सकता है, service distinct हो सकता है, warranties, guarantees distinct ho sakta hai. I will tell you a recent story. A LG refrigerator and a Samsung refrigerator. A Samsung refrigerator gives you a 20 years compressor warranty. And LG or any other refrigerator gives you a 10-year refrigerator, compressor warranty. That's a distinctive difference. Possibly as a customer like me would like to have that, because 20 years compressor agar rahega to mera fridge is really a good one. Okay. Companies have to offer their products in many distinctive ways to differentiate it from the competitor. Okay, packaging ho sakta hai, quality ho sakta hai, technology ho sakta hai, whatever. Even distribution ho sakta hai, how you reach the customer. Okay. Superior, but the difference have more superior values that can satisfy the target market. Okay, जैसे मैंने बोला 20 years compressor warranty and 10 years compressor warranty. Obviously, 20 years is superior, so Samsung is better for me. Communicable. Can you communicate that difference? Bisleri, Aquafina, and Kinley. All the three are bottled water. All the three are bottled water. Each one says I am better than the other. But can they really communicate with the customer what is better? If it is not communicable, that's not a good enough difference, no good enough competitive advantage. ठीक है? Got it? सर आपके आंख में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है क्या?
सर थोड़ा रहता है सर, रेगुलर थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम रहता है वो।
मुझे लग रहा है अभी वो कंजंक्टिवाइटिस चल रहा है ना, मेरे को लग रहा था।
नहीं वैसा नहीं है सर, एक्चुअली मेरे साथ रेगुलर प्रॉब्लम है, थोड़ा वो मड आते हैं सर आईज में, तो थोड़ा ट्रीटमेंट भी चल रहा है।
Okay. Preemptive. Preemptive means it's a unique quality that competitors cannot copy the difference. That can be a great competitive advantage. आपने ऐसा प्रोडक्ट बनाया कि कंप्यूटर किसी भी हाल में उसको कॉपी नहीं कर सकता। ठीक है? So sometimes the designs are so unique that the competitor cannot copy it. Technology is so unique that competitors cannot copy it. ठीक है? Affordable. Companies have set their price very planned way so that buyers can afford to pay for the difference. Product difference है, superior है, still affordable. That's a great competitive advantage. Correct? Profitable. Even with the difference, even with the superior product, even with the differentiator, you could keep your product if you could make profits. You could sell it at a price which will give you profits. Customers are ready to pay that additional price for it. That's what competitive advantage is. Correct? And all these are related to positioning, because if you have to position your product uniquely in the minds of customers, you have to have competitive advantage. So that kal ke din mein customer bole, "Are yaar, this is a great quality product at the most affordable price. This is a fantastic, it's a superior refrigerator with the best warranty." Okay, that can be the positioning statement. Okay. It's a very durable product. Durability can be your competitive advantage. That can be a position. Correct? And possible value propositions आपके सामने 6 हैं. इससे ज्यादा मुझे तो दिखा नहीं आज तक. आपके दिमाग में अगर कुछ है तो बोलना. जब भी हम लोग कोई प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं, whenever a customer buys the product, the possible value propositions are: this product saves money, effort, and time. Highly productive, saves money, saves effort, saves time. Okay. This product gives more for more. It asks for more price, but it gives me much more. This gives me much more at the same price, more for the same. It gives me much more at a lesser price. It gives me the same, benefits at a lesser price. It gives me less benefit, but also takes less of price. These are six, propositions, value propositions that you can think about. I don't think there's anything more. Whenever we all buy products, whenever our customers buy products, they will always look at this. Either saves money, effort, and time. The product saves money, effort, and time. More for the same, more for less, same for less, and less for less. Okay. Any questions here? Have you understood till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. And this is the reason I was telling you, I will explain positioning in a different way. Okay. So let me go back to the next. Oh, it's already 9.
But
Bolo.
sir, yesterday you were saying that
Yesterday?
sir, PPT sir, that presentation assignment.
कौन सा?
सर वो असाइनमेंट जो दिया था ना सर आपने नीड रिस्पॉन्स एंड डिमांड.
करेक्ट. एक मिनट मैं उसी की खोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन इसके पहले मैं just give me a second. यस, मैं पहले मेक का खोल लेता हूँ. ओके. Okay. Sure. Okay. So needs, wants, demands, visualization for 5 products. Okay. So आपने Colgate, Boat earphones, Organic Ghee, Maruti Alto car, and Surf Excel choose किया. Organic Ghee, the name of the product itself is organic, right? No, the name of the product is not. The name of the brand is not organic. Organic is the quality of that product. It's an organic product. Okay. Anyway, so needs, wants, demands. Need. Okay. What is the need? Teeth cleaning is the need. Think about need on the basis of Maslow's hierarchy. Think about need on the basis of Maslow's hierarchy. So teeth cleaning is what? Why do we clean our teeth? What is the need of cleaning the teeth?
Stay hygiene and in good.
Exactly, hygienic, right? Hygienic, to maintain hygiene. So the need is to maintain hygiene first. That's one of the physiological needs. Maslow's hierarchy के एकदम नीचे वाला. Correct. हम लोग फूड वाटर शेल्टर बोले थे, उसके साथ हाइजीन इज आल्सो फिजियोलॉजिकल. Correct. Then once, if I have a physiological need of hygiene for my mouth, what are the options in front of me? मेरे पास ऑप्शंस होने चाहिए ना. वॉन्ट्स के लिए तो ऑप्शंस होने चाहिए.
Okay.
ऑप्शंस इज मैं दातुन कर सकता हूँ, नीम की दातुन. मैं कोयले का राख से भी धो सकता हूँ. मैं एक ब्रांडेड टूथपेस्ट भी ले सकता हूँ. मैं एक आयुर्वेदिक टूथपेस्ट भी ले सकता हूँ, और मैं एक नॉन आयुर्वेदिक टूथपेस्ट भी ले सकता हूँ. Correct. So if I talk about want, if I am using a Colgate, ठीक है, मैं एक ब्रांडेड टूथपेस्ट ले सकता हूँ, which is Ayurvedic, which is non-Ayurvedic. I am not going to use anything which is non-branded. Okay, so that's why my want is to have a branded toothpaste. Now my demand is, because I can pay for it. My demand is I will buy the most, known brand in the market, that is Colgate, based on its economic, आपने क्या लिखा था? Economical price factor, it is in reach of every class community. नहीं. Demand is मैं Colgate क्यों खरीद रहा हूं और मैं Vicco का टूथपेस्ट क्यों नहीं खरीद रहा?
Okay.
Because Colgate is the most well-known brand in the market for toothpaste, for tooth hygiene, correct?
Correct, sir.
So even if it is expensive, I will go and buy Colgate only. Got it?
Got it, sir.
नीड को जब सोचोगे आप मैस्लोज हायरार्की से मैच करने की कोशिश करो कि बेसिक नीड्स, फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स क्या है, या तो अपने मैस्लोज हायरार्की में मैं आपको 1 मिनट दे जाता हूँ. तो 5 हाइजीन फैक्टर्स थे हमारे, और जो 5 yeah. So अगर मैस्लोज का बेसिक देखे, फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स, सेफ्टी नीड्स, सोशल नीड्स, एस्टीम नीड्स, सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन, एनी ऑफ दीज डेटा में आपका नीड्स होना चाहिए, आइदर फिजियोलॉजिकल या सेफ्टी, सिक्योरिटी, प्रोटेक्शन, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ, सोशल, एस्टीम या सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन, एनी ऑफ दीज में आपका
नीड आना चाहिए,
नीड्स होना चाहिए. उसके बाद वांट्स के लिए आपके पास ऑप्शंस रहना चाहिए.
ओके,
ठीक है. एंड देन ऑप्शंस में से किसी एक को भी चूज करोगे. ठीक है, मैंने नेचुरल क्लीनिंग दांतों से या राख से नहीं करना है, मुझे ब्रांडेड टूथपेस्ट से करना है. ठीक है, दैट्स माय टारगेट. That's my expectation. अरे यार, ठीक है. उसके बाद फीचर्स, एडवांटेज, गुड क्वालिटी, इनपुट एंड आउटपुट बाय यूजर्स. फीचर्स क्या बोला था मैंने बोला था फीचर्स आर टेंजिबल. आप देख सकते, you can see, you can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can touch. Correct. What are the features of Colgate? It's a white toothpaste, comes in a tube, which is red and blue in color. These are features. You can see them, you can touch them, you can smell them, you can taste them. Sweet in taste. Correct.
correct, sir.
Correct. Advantage. Now take each and every feature and start converting it into an advantage and then convert it into a benefit. Okay, so let's do one and then possibly you can practice the rest. So let us say it's a white toothpaste. White toothpaste, sweet in taste. Okay, so the feature is white toothpaste, sweet in taste. Advantage is, and not only sweet in taste, it also has a good after effect in your mouth, after feel in your mouth, right?
Yes.
So the advantage is you feel fresh, you feel good, okay, fresh in your mouth. Correct. Benefit is it is hygienic. Fresh तक तो आप feel कर सकते हो, it's tangible. लेकिन hygienic, can you feel, can you see, can you hear, can you taste? No. So benefits are always intangible. Up to features are all tangible. Advantages sometimes tangible, sometimes intangible. But here you can clearly say The sweet taste is good to feel, good to taste. ठीक है, advantage is good in taste and leaves freshness after effect of freshness in my mouth. Benefit is it's hygienic.
Okay, sir.
Correct. Got it? Simple.
Got it.
ठीक है. If it is the tube, what the feature is, it comes in a plastic tube or whatever polythene tube. ठीक है. Advantage, easy to use. Benefits, no waste. Convenient. Correct. Advantage, advantage actually not easy to use. Easy to use is also a benefit. Convenient, easy to use. Zero waste. Okay. Advantage is that you can pour out the whole paste from the tube. It doesn't spill. These are all advantages. Okay, spill nahi hota. And finally, it's convenient to use. It's easy to use, convenient to use, zero waste. These are your benefits. Got it?
Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Huh? Okay. Similarly, now you have to make all of them. You have understood what is the need, what is the want, what is the benefit. Now you convert all of them. Whatever is not correct, you can go ahead and do it.
Correct. Rest of the four, sir, based on this.
So
Right, sir.
you can correct them. Okay. But first important thing is, have you understood the fundamentals?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Every time you are converting a feature into an advantage, ask so what? It is white toothpaste, sweet in taste. Okay. So what? Convert advantage into benefits, ask so what? Then you will get the answer and that's the benefit. Features, so what? You get the answer, that's an advantage. Needs are coming from Maslow's hierarchy. Wants are you should have options. Demands are because you can pay, what is the best you want out? Correct. Okay.
Right.
Got it?
Got it, sir.
So that's the one which is there. I'll also quickly take out Saurabh's. Okay. Smartphone का need क्या है? Why do you need a smartphone? Saurabh.
Sir,
You need a smartphone
like,
for communication, right? You need a smartphone for communication. You need a smartphone for possibly
Entertainment.
photography. Okay. Now, internet access is not your smartphone need. Most important. If you have a internet access, you can use your smartphone. Correct. Okay. Productivity is your need. Okay. Entertainment is your need. Okay. Wants for communication, do you need sleek design? Wants are options. Wants are options. Okay. So for this communication, what do you need? For this communication, if communication is your need, what can be your want?
Connectivity.
I can use a feature phone with buttons. I can use a Android phone or I can use a iPhone. Correct. These are my options in front of me. My demand is I want to have an iPhone. I want to have a phone with iOS platform. Correct. Now, smartphone, which smartphone? I said you have to find out brands, not products, and then talk about its feature. High quality display, multiple cameras, fast processor, these are the features. Now, what are the advantages? Ask, so what? If it has a high quality display, so what? If it has multiple cameras, so what? If it has a fast processor, so what? Advantage, it is a high quality display. If it is a high quality display, what can you do with that? If it has multiple cameras, great images. Then what is the benefit of those images? Clarity. Clarity is the benefit of great images, high quality images, high quality pictures. Fast processor. What is the advantage? Can do multitasking at the same time. What is the benefit? Productivity is possibly the enhanced productivity is possibly the benefit. Okay. Correct. So does it make sense? So यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा करेक्ट करना पड़ेगा नीड्स वांट्स डिमांड्स को फीचर्स को एवरी फीचर्स आस्क इंडिविजुअली करो. If the feature is high quality display, then so what? Okay. What is the advantage of that and what is the benefit of that advantage? ठीक है. Visual clarity, high quality display means visual clarity. ठीक है. Convenience again possibly is one benefit of that. Correct. आपको क्या करना चाहिए था? You should have taken Samsung as one or Xiaomi as one and then taken the features from internet and then converted each feature into a advantage and each advantage into a benefit. ठीक है? Okay.
ठीक है, थोड़ा डिटेल में और बनाना चाहिए था, राइट?
Every feature को आप एक ब्रांड ले लो, इंटरनेट में जाओ, उस ब्रांड के फीचर्स पहले ले लो and then every feature को advantage में convert करो by asking so what, then every advantage को इसमें convert करो, benefit में convert करो by asking so what. Correct? Got it?
समझ गया सर.
Okay. चलो. अच्छा. By the way, next Saturday I'm not going to take a class. ठीक है. एक बात बताओ, weekdays when do you come back?
हो जाएगा सर, like after 7:30 is possible for just because I used to come at 7 to 7:30.
मेरा भी नेक्स्ट वीक बहुत ऐसा भी टाइट होगा बिकॉज लास्ट 2 वीक्स मेरा अपने इंस्टीट्यूट में बहुत कुछ चल रहा था. नेक्स्ट वीक मेरा भी कुछ टाइट होगा. सैटरडे एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट देयर. आई एम गोइंग टू पूना फॉर अ गेस्ट सेशन एट नेशनल इंश्योरेंस एकेडमी. ठीक है. संडे आई विल बी बैक. ठीक है. सो ठीक है. चलो नो वरीज. आई विल टेक इट ऑन संडे ओनली. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट सैटरडे विल नॉट हैव क्लास. अगेन कम बैक ऑन संडे. आफ्टर दैट अगेन सैटरडे संडे. ठीक है. ओके. चलो ऑल द बेस्ट. In the meantime, correct these जो presentation बनाया है उसको थोड़ा correct करो बैठ. It will be a good exercise for you. और मैं आपको मॉड्यूल 1 का आपका PDF बना के भेज रहा हूँ. ठीक है. जो आज पढ़ के खत्म कर दिए हम लोग.
Okay.
ठीक है. चलो great. All the best.